Better, and the American Apparel stopped producing it, and I was like, I wanted this for so long, and I found it at Buffalo Exchange.
Oh,
I was lucky.
they don't make
This color.
light yellow
Yeah.
anymore.
Where did we leave off?
You should just be like an American Apparel collector.
Pretty much.
Shit.
Half my clothes are all American Apparel.
I'm just like, how do you find these things?
You just have to take your time.
I feel like American Apparel is always like kind of.
We should put that in the documentary.
Huh?
We should put that.
No, boy.
Go ahead. You were saying?
American Apparel?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like the clothing company for hipsters and whatnot.
Yeah, but it's like actual hipsters. It's like I feel like it's always like relevant to like what's actually going on with hipsters.
That's true.
Feels like urban's kind of like actually 2 years behind. Sort of.
Where were we?
You skipped around.
I know, but okay. Are you recording?
Yes.
Okay. Can you say that your solo project has grown? Oh, I mean, your band, Black Elephant, has grown in the grassroots level? Did it?
I think I was kind of like happy with Black Elephant up to a point because we didn't really have like. I thought it was cool that we didn't really have like anybody we really wrote in with. We were just like our own like entity. Like we didn't really like piggyback on like a big label or like another band. And like people would come to see us and like they would come to see us. There was like our own thing really.
Do you want to say something? No? As an artist, do you have a message for your audience and loyal fans?
It depends on like the project if it has a message or not. I think Black Elephant I was always trying to be like very like positive, like always be almost like utopian in my message. But I think now like as a solo thing it's kind of like darker. Almost it just depends. I mean I write like entire like EPs and like records, so there's like each one's gonna have like a different message.
Do you agree that music is a form of revolution to this day and age?
I don't think like I don't think music could topple a government, like literally. I mean, you could say like Western culture influenced the fall of the Soviet Union, but I mean, I think music could be used as music or like any creativity could be used as good or bad. Bands can make the world like a worse place, or they can make it a more optimistic place. I mean, it's kind of like when you like are creative, like you do have like a little bit of power over people, and so like once you get that little bit of power, like it depends on the person. Like, is it gonna like? It's like a Lord of the Rings deal. I don't know. It's like weird to say without sounding dorky, but it's like once you have influence over people, like are you going to like kind of like screw it up and become corrupt by that and corrupt other people, or are you gonna try to like influence people to do good things with like your little soapbox?
What do you think about the straight edge lifestyle? Do you have opinions or comments about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think straight edge is like probably like the most optimistic idea that came out of the like the punk movement. I mean, it's just like the most like anti-hippie, ism that there was. I mean, just like no drugs, no alcohol, like just like a really like guy-oriented, positive movement. But I mean, it is kind of it's hard to stay straight edge, but and I'm not a fan of drugs. I'm like really anti-drug. I don't think drugs contribute anything positive to the world. But I mean, I'm kind of alone in that
That's not true.
idea.
What do you think of the statement, sex, drugs, and rock and roll? Is it a cliche?
No, I mean, like I said earlier, rock and roll is escapist. So, I mean, if you were kind of like a nerd in high school, then like it might be able to get you laid. So, and then, and if you're kind of like this depressed person, you know, drugs could help you, you know, escape reality. So, if it just depends on the person. Like, if that's what you need to get you through life. I mean, I don't need either of those things to make me content or know who I am. So it's just only the rock and roll, I guess, and the escapism.
The music is your high.
Is it?
I don't know.
Can you answer that?
Does music make me high?
No, not necessarily make you
No,
high.
not make you happy. I know, but does it give you like?
I guess it would be like, oh, you know, since you don't necessarily, you know,
I have been
Sex,
high.
right?
I feel like you. I don't know.
but not like literally high, but you know how you're like, oh, you know, I don't drugs, blah blah blah. And then, I don't know. I can't speak.
Music. I don't know. I don't even know why I do music. Sometimes it puts me in like this weird kind of like trance state, and I start like coming up with like weird lyrics that like I wouldn't have, you know, said out loud as a person. But I don't know about getting high off it. Like I don't. It doesn't make me feel like good or something.
Or what are your opinions on digital download? This concept.
Oh, okay. Digital downloads. I'm pretty just like communal about music. I think it should just be free, but that kind of conflicts with me helping out with a label where I also want people to pay for it. So I don't know. I mean, I like records. I still buy records, and I love having a record collection, and I just love, you know, having a big thing that is music. But that's just me. I like collecting things in general. Some people don't care. A lot of people are very like singles oriented now.
Are you self-taught on playing instruments?
Yeah, I taught myself how to play everything I know. I would never say I'm good, but I didn't take a class or anything like that. I just saw Ramones chords and figured out that it made sense.
How are we on time?
You have 53 minutes.
Left?
I mean,
Left?
7 minutes left. Yeah,
7 minutes left? Recording? From the internal memory?
I'm assuming
Okay.
there's no other.
Do you have anything else you want to say?
No. Do you have more like label questions? You didn't ask me too many questions.
I know I didn't. I can't think
Well,
of anyone.
like Vanessa brought it up earlier, how we should probably meet again, just to talk. Well, if you can, and if you want to.
Oh, sure. You didn't get everything you need right now?
No.
No, because we're still like well, you know, Jose is. I mean, Jose